DeWitt Gym on the campus of Dordt University in Sioux Center, Iowa, as we get set for Great Plains Athletic Conference volleyball action between the Dordt Defenders and the Doane Tigers. It's been a busy day thus far, and we wrap it up with women's volleyball taking place here at the DeWitt Gym between these two conference schools. The Dordt Defenders enter with a 10-8 overall mark, 4-3 in the Great Plains Athletic Conference, while the Doane Tigers stand 5-14 overall and 1-6 in the Great Plains Athletic Conference. Doane is coming off of a loss last night to the Northwestern Red Raiders, 3-0, while the Defenders were beaten by Hastings last night, 3-1. We are having the recognition of the three seniors in the Dordt on the Dordt roster here this afternoon as well. That is Riley Freeland. She is a setter for the Defenders. Also, we have Kelly MacArthur, a setter for the Dordt Defenders, being recognized. And your third senior on the roster is Maddie Viss. She is a senior defensive specialist from Rock Valley. You're listening to Dordt Volleyball on KIHK and the Dordt Media Network. Also being recognized, Dana Den Herder. As Dana Den Herder being recognized right now as well for her contributions to the Dordt volleyball program. Let's take a closer look at these two teams. First of all, for the Doane Tigers, the Tigers are averaging 10.7 kills per contest with 12.4 kills per contest allowed. They also have allowed 102 ace serves so far this season, with 67 ace serves by the Doane Tigers. The Tigers are allowing 2.1 blocks per set, while getting 1.2. They're led by Natalie Woods, 3.4 kills per contest. Caden Schumacher is at 2.7 kills per contest. Taylor Sluka is at 2.2 kills per set. For the Dordt Defenders, they are averaging 13 kills per contest to go with 11.1 for opponents. They're plus 20 in aces so far this season. Dordt has 100, opponents have 80. And points off of blocks, Dordt 1.6%, opponents 1.7. Taryn Sparks and Ellie Doctor lead the team at the net with 3.4 and 3.1 kills per set respectively. And Haley Caparis is averaging 2.2 kills per contest, along with Maya Carlson's 2 kills per set. Kelly MacArthur averages 5.1 assists per outing. Carly Jackson 5.3. And Madison Viss leads the Defenders with 4.5 digs per contest. Dordt leads this series 35-11. Doane won last year's meeting 3-1. Heading into play this evening, the Great Plains Athletic Conference standings look like this, and we'll update them as the day goes along. Northwestern is currently 7-0 in conference play. Concordia and Midland 6-1 entering play today. Dordt is 4-3 along with Morningside. Dakota Wesleyan, Mount Marty, and College of St. Mary all 3-4. And let's take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back with more on our pregame show right after this 2-minute timeout.
Find furniture, mattresses, flooring, paint, and window treatments at your local Furniture Mart. They are family-owned and located in downtown Sioux Center.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Ski-Bout Window & Door, your local window experts. Whether you're building or replacing, Ski-Bout Window & Door has the products, people, and knowledge to get the job done right. See Ski-Bout and see the difference. Today's broadcast brought to you by Prairie Life Chiropractic, combining skill and expertise that spans the entire chiropractic, acupuncture, and physical health spectrum. They want you to move better and live better.
Hey Defender Nation, my name is Darren Kaiser and I'm excited to serve as the new athletic director at Dordt University. Thank you for tuning in to the Dordt Media Network and supporting Defender Athletics. As an athletic department, we are committed to the Defender way. This means we are committed to the Great Commission, developing servant leaders, the academic development of our student athletes, and the pursuit of championships. I'm eager to join with you in supporting our athletes this year. Thank you for watching Defender Athletics on the Dordt Media Network. Go Defenders!
Today's broadcast brought to you by the Van Engelen-Hoven Agency, your trusted independent insurance agency in Northwest Iowa. Contact the Van Engelen-Hoven Agency, Sioux Center Advisors, Mark Hulsoff, Lisa Dykstra, or Kyle Blankers. Today's broadcast brought to you by Sioux Concrete Construction. Rob Sioux, an owner, excelling in flat work, poured walls, and decorative concrete projects, dedicated to providing customers with a good experience and quality workmanship. SiouxConcrete.com. Your whole family in a modern and friendly atmosphere. Looking for top-notch rental equipment for your next project? Look no further than Rental, located in Sioux Center, Spencer, Storm Lake, and Sioux Falls. Rental, your regional equipment rental experts. Visit them online, rental.com, or call 712-722-3928. Today's broadcast brought to you by Flooring and Design in Sioux Center. Whether you are building a new home, remodeling your current home, or wanting to freshen up your decor, we can help make your home as unique as you. Stop in to see us at Flooring and Design.
Welcome back to the DeWitt Gym on the campus of Dordt University in Sioux Center, Iowa. The Dordt Defenders and Doane Tigers getting set for Great Plains Athletic Conference volleyball here this afternoon. The Doane Tigers coming off that loss last night to the Northwestern Red Raiders, 3-0, 25-17, 25-22, 25-10. Doane was led by Caden Schumacher with 11 kills. Natalie Wood had 10, 5 each for Taylor Sluka and Kate Roseland. Camden Carpenter put up 29 assists. Doane was hampered by 20 attack errors in that contest. For the Dordt Defenders, they lost to Hastings by final scores of 20-25, 25-19, 25-21, and 25-12. The Defenders actually in position to take set number 3 and take a 2-1 match lead, but stumbled in set 3. They led 20-18, surrendered 3 points in a row, and end up losing 25-21. Ellie Doctor had 13 kills. Terrence Sparks had 16 for the Defenders. Dordt also bothered by 25 attack errors in 164 total attacks. Kelly MacArthur had 19 assists, and Carly Jackson had 17. 29 digs for Maddie Viss in the loss. Here's some of the players you'll be hearing about for both teams. We begin with the Dordt Defenders. Haley Wheeling is a 5'7" freshman from Hull. She's got 12 ace serves this season. Haley Caparis averages 2.2 kills per set. She's a 6-foot freshman from Ireton, Iowa. Emma Stubker is a 5'6" sophomore from Sioux Falls, averaging 1.8 digs per set. Ellie Doctors at 3.1 kills per set. She's a 5'9" junior from Sioux Center. She also averages 2.3 digs per contest. Madison Viss is a 5'6" senior from Rock Valley, averaging 4.6 digs per contest. Aiden DenHerder averages 1 kill per contest. She's a 6-foot junior from Sioux Center. Kylie Beckering's a 5'6" freshman from Chaska, Minnesota, averaging 2.2 digs per contest. Myra Carlson's a 5'10" sophomore from Ankeny, averaging 2 kills per contest. Amy Doof is a 5'9" sophomore from Alberta, Canada, averaging 1.8 digs per contest. Kelly MacArthur's a 6'1" senior from Minneapolis. She averages 5.1 assists per set. Carly Jackson is a 5'8" sophomore from Sioux City, averaging 5.2 assists. And Terrence Sparks is a 5'11" sophomore from Wilmot, Minnesota, averaging 3.4 kills per contest. For Doane, Chloe Roser is a 5'3" sophomore from Spotsylvania, Virginia. Caden Schumacher is a 5'8" senior from Lehigh, Nebraska, averaging 2.7 kills per set with 10 aces. Taylor Sluka is a 5'7" senior from Lincoln with 2.2 kills per set. Harper Case is a 5'3" junior from Lincoln, averaging 2.2 digs per contest. Camden Carpenter puts up 5.9 assists per set. And Natalie Wood, a 5'10" freshman from Overton, Nebraska, averages 3.4 kills per set. We are just about set for volleyball. The Dordt Defender women's volleyball team trying to make it a sweep today as the Defender junior varsity team, a 2-0 winner. We've got soccer happening on the pitch. The men's team tied with Doane currently 1-1. Received word that the hockey team was victorious over Maryville earlier today, 4-3. And the football team got a win earlier today as well over the Doane Tigers. That one ended up being 38-3, the final score there. Serving for the Defenders will be Kelly MacArthur, and we're just about set to begin play. Kelly MacArthur wears number 17, and the right-handed serve on the way. Dordt decked out in their black jerseys and black shorts with white numbers. Doane on the attack from the outside. And banging it into the block, and the Defenders with a block on the first point of the night. and the Dordt defenders take a 1-0 lead. 1-0 our score. Game number 1, best of 5 match. MacArthur, her serve taken by the Tigers. Tigers go left-handed attack. Sluka unable to put it away. Here comes Dordt on the attack. Sparts off high hands. Doane keeps it alive. Passed over the net. A free ball. Maddie Viss gets it to MacArthur. MacArthur backs at right side. Den Herder. Cross-court shot. Dug back over. Continue for the defenders. Comes back. This is Carlson. Helped over the net by Doane. Carlson unable to put it away. Carlson with another swing, and this time hits it wide and out of bounds. Point Doane, and we're tied 1-1. So Myra Carlson hits it wide and out of bounds. Checking into the contest will be Carly Jackson. Serving for the Tigers is Grace Zier. And Zier serve taken by the defender, scrambling, and a down ball by Carlson, controlled by the Tigers. Tigers attacking. Set comes left side, Sluka. Sluka with a kill. Doane leads 2-1 after the kill by Taylor Sluka. The Doane Tigers 1-6 this season in GPAC play. And Zier's serve taken by Sparts. Gets it over to Jackson. Back set Sparts. Sparts roll shot over the block. Saved by Doane. Tigers attacking. And it's pushed over the net. Den Herder tries to push it back. A joust won by Doane that time. And now trying to turn on it is Sparts. Sparts hits it wide and out of bounds. It's 3-1. 3-1 our score. Defenders trailing. Set number 1. Serving is Zier. And she serves it long and out of bounds. Point defenders, and the Dordt defenders trail 3-2. Serving will be Sparts. So Taryn Sparts will step into the service area. We'll check some of the scores from around the conference as we have a moment. Sparts with a low hard serve, controlled by the Tigers. Tigers outside, unable to put it down with Schumacher. Dordt attacking, back over to Carlson. Carlson off high hand, saved by Doane. Pushed over the net, free ball, taken by Sparts. Sparts gets it back over to Jackson. Jackson, Doctor off high hand, saved by Doane. Doane attacking Sluka. Sluka over the top of the block for the kill. It's 4-2. 4-2. Doane takes the lead by 2. So Doane leading 4-2, and the Tigers have service. Here comes Dordt on the outside. It goes to Doctor. Doctor unable to put it away. Doane scrambling. They get to it, and the roll shot by Schumacher into the net. Point defenders. Dordt trails 4-3. Earlier today, Dordt football victorious over Doane, 38-3, and the women's soccer team also getting a win over Doane, 3-0. Doctor pushes down the overpass, and we're tied 4-4. 4-4 the score. The Dordt defenders tying it up at 4. Serving for the defenders now will be Maddie Viss. Maddie Viss served down the line, controlled by the Tigers and Zier. Down ball over the block, saved by Viss. Gets it back left side. Attacking, unable to put it down is Doctor. Here comes Doane. Doane, roll shot into the net again. Schumacher. Schumacher having a tough time of it over on the outside to start. She's listed 5'8", and the Dordt defenders with their second lead of the contest at 5-4. Their first one came at 1-0. Doane, serve receive. Tigers attacking. Sluka over the block. Saved by Doof. Gets it over to Jackson. From well off of the net is Den Herder. Den Herder unable to put it down. Now the overpass and taking the swing, and the kill is Caparis. Caparis with a 6-4 lead for the defenders on her first kill of the day. And Maddie Viss will serve again for Dordt. Dordt leading 6-4. Short serve taken by the Tigers. Set goes to the middle and into the net on the attack is Kate Roseland. Dordt leads 7-4. 7-4. Doane trailing by 3. Maddie Viss continuing with service. And Maddie Viss lines it up. The senior from Rock Valley, low hard serve. And tooling it off of the block for the kill is Sluka. Sluka, the left-handed attack from the right-hand side. Knocks it down to make it 7-5. Dordt up by 2. So the defenders with the early lead, but the Tigers breaking service now. Taylor Sluka already with 3 kills. And the Tigers have served. Taken by Doctor. Spins it over to Jackson. Jackson, miscommunication that time between her and Caparis, and the set error goes 7-6. Doane gets their 6th point, so it's 7-6. Defenders leading by a point, but Doane has scored back-to-back points. Tigers have service, controlled by Doctor. Back to Jackson. Jackson to Caparis. Caparis with the kill, and Dordt regains a 2-point lead at 8-6. Women's volleyball today. Midland and Waldorf played. And Waldorf won that one 3-2. Upset in Forest City. Doane scrambling to it. Joust, and they're going to get an excuse me kill by Camden Carpenter to make it 8-7. Well, that really catches my attention. Waldorf beating Midland in women's volleyball today. 15-11. That's got to be a landmark win for the Waldorf Warriors over a nationally rated Midland team. Swiped over the net by Doctor. Here comes Doane. Doane passed over the net. Saved by Beckering. Outside it goes back over to Doctor. Doctor with a roll shot and the kill. Dordt leads 9-7. 9-7 our score. So Concordia also played today. They were scheduled to play Dakota Wesleyan. Going to track that score down as well. Short serve controlled by the Tigers. Tigers attacking. Outside block put up that time by Caparis and MacArthur. Finally pushed through by Doane. Here's Caparis tipping back corner. Saved by Doane. Doane attacking. Pushed to the sideline. Unable to do anything with it. Wood. Here comes Dordt, and Sparks tries to track it down. And the Tigers are on the board, trailing by a point, 9-8. So 9-8 defenders. Serving for the Tigers will be Painter. And Painter serve, taken by Beckering. Gets it over to MacArthur. MacArthur, Sparks kill. 10-8, Taryn Sparks puts it away. Concordia was a 3-1 winner today over Dakota Wesleyan. Morningside and College of St. Mary played as well. And it was Morningside getting a 3-0 win over the Flames. Outside attack, dug by Beckering, and we've got a player in the net for the defenders. That's Natalie Wood getting credit for the kill. It's 10-9. Back and forth we go. Briarcliff and Mount Marty played volleyball today as well. And that one was won by Mount Marty 3-0. Hastings and Northwestern are on the court right now. In Orange City, Dordt scrambling, keeping it alive as MacArthur. Passed over the net by Sparks, and Sparks is going to be called for a double contact, and we're tied 10-10. 10-10 our score. And the Doane Tigers with service. Dordt on the attack. Carlson blocked at the net point. Doane leads 11-10. 11-10 our score. The Tigers, Camden Carpenter has service with her team leading by a point now. And the serve taken by Beckering. Gets it over to MacArthur. Slide to the right. Carlson with a kill. It's 11-11. Myra Carlson with her first kill by my count. And we're tied at 11-11. Kelly MacArthur has service. So the defenders trying to score a couple in a row here. Regain the lead. Serve is off of the back line by MacArthur. Out of play. And the Tigers regain the lead. At 12-11, Zier with service. And Zier's serve is long and out of bounds. Returns the favor, and we're tied 12-12. Over in Orange City, Northwestern leads Hastings early, 7-6. Taryn Sparks has service. Let's see if the defenders can go on a little run here. Doane attacking, set to Sluka, pushed over, middle back, Sparks back to Jackson, Carlson with the pass, and we've got the ball never touching a Dordt player. So the Dordt defenders Taryn Sparks will be serving. And the captains were beckoned over, and they're going to call for a replay of the point. Serving will be Sparks again. Doane on the attack, pushed over the net. Doctor pushes it right back. Here comes Doane, picked out of the net, picked on the second contact by Carlson. Here comes Doane. Doane helped over the net by Sluka. Dordt on the attack. Outside it goes Doctor. Doctor down the line, hits it wide and out of bounds. Point Doane. Doane leads 13-12. 13-12 defenders. Dordt's down by a point. Lillian Painter, beg your pardon, Lillian, we'll get that name correct here. I have the wrong one on my crib sheet. Doane on the attack, outside it comes. Block put up on the attack. Here comes Doane again to Sluka. Sluka unable to put it down. Tipped over the net, saved by the defenders. And that is a dump shot by Carly Jackson. Jackson ties it at 13-13. Amy Doof kept that ball alive. That's Lillian Parolek. I have her as Painter. The player above her is Painter, so got that locked into my mind when I was making my cheat sheet. Over the block, saved by Viss. Here comes Doane. We're tied 13-13. Set goes to the middle, saved by Jackson momentarily. The hatchet save, but unable to keep it in play. Point Doane. Doane regains the lead at 14-13. 14-13 defenders, trailing by a point. And the Doane Tigers, Chloe Roser with service. Controlled by Doof, gets it over to Jackson. Outside it comes to Doctor. Doctor with a swing, dug by Doane. Tigers attacking just at the net, and we got the ball striking the antenna. Point defenders, and we're tied at 14. This is the fifth straight point at which we've been tied, beginning at 10. We're tied at 10, 11, 12, 13, and now 14. Serving is Beckering. Beckering controlled by the Tigers. Slide to the right, through the block, and a kill. Caitlin Roseland with the 1-foot takeoff and the kill. Neither team scored back-to-back points since Doane scored 3 in a row to go from down 10-8 to up 11-10. Defenders haven't led since. A momentary break in the action. Jody Wheeling of the R2 conversing with the Doane coaching staff. Taken down the line by Beckering to Jackson. Comes back to Caparis. Caparis with the kill. Haley Caparis ties it at 15-15. The freshman has 3 kills. All right, we've been tied now at 6 straight junctures. Let's see who's able to score 2 in a row. Doctor down the line, and that's an ace serve. Ellie Doctor with the ace. Dordt leads 16-15. For Ellie Doctor, she entered the weekend with 12 ace serves. She has 13 now, and the defenders lead it by 1, 16-15. Down the line, taken by Parolek. Outside attack, and hitting it wide and out of bounds is Natalie Wood. Point defenders. Dordt leads 17-15. 3 straight for the defenders and the Doane Tigers. Thinking about a timeout. Looks like they'll let it ride for the time being. Short serve controlled by Doane. Doane on the attack. Block put up by the defenders in the middle. Caparis. And the defenders lead 18-15. And we're going to have a timeout on the floor. Timeout charged to the Doane Tigers. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in a minute.
Dordt Media Network broadcast, brought to you by Cruise & Cruise PC, certified public accountants. Offices in Sioux Center and Lamars, helping you attain your financial goals is their commitment.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Snyder Insurance and Financial Group of Sioux Center, offering life, health, Medicare supplements, annuities, and more. Trusted service and exceptional products with you in mind since 1973. Today's broadcast brought to you by Joyner and Dordt Dentistry, providing implants, dentures, and dental care for your whole family in a modern and friendly atmosphere.
Homegrown. Community. Family.
Innovators.
Growth.
Faith.
Legacy.
We are dedicated to egg.
Today's Dordt Media Network live stream broadcast is produced by the students of Dordt University. Thanks for watching.
The Dordt Defender women's volleyball team leading Doane 18-15 here in set number 1. The Defenders turning a 1-point deficit into a 3-point advantage. Serving for the Defenders will be Doctor. Doctor's serve controlled by the Tigers. Tigers attack outside off high hands. That's Wood with the attack. Dordt attacking. Sparts with the attack initially. Doane passes it back and Sparts pushes it down. And the Defenders now on a 5-0 run. They lead 19-15. Doane used their first timeout moments ago. They've got 1 remaining. Ellie Doctor with serve, controlled by the Tigers, and Perolek. Block put up by the Defenders. Doane will reload. Set goes to Wood. Wood blocked at the net. Point Defenders. Dordt leads 20-15. 20-15, Defenders leading. So Dordt in control right now in set number 1. Now that can change rather quickly. Randy Oceanero is the head coach for the Doane Tigers. Doane, serve receive, Wood. Set goes to the middle, dug by Beckering. MacArthur, back it goes to Doctor. Doctor with a kill. So Ellie Doctor records the kill, and the Defender lead is 21-15. 7 of it answered by the Defenders. Ellie Doctor serving, again taken by Wood. Not a clean pass. Doane has to scramble to it. Set well off the net. Saved by Sparts. Now close to the net. And Sparts' pass didn't get a clean pass off of it. Too close to the net. And the Doane Tigers go up and put it away. Coming up in between sets, we'll take a look around the conference at what has transpired so far, including Dordt University soccer play. We've got an in-progress score on the men's side and a final on the women's side, also a final for football, and we've got finals from across the league as well. Taken by MacArthur, outside it goes to Sparts. Sparts with a kill. It's 22-16. 22-16. Taryn Sparts with the kill. Heading into play today, Northwestern was in front of the conference standings. Then you've got a mess with several teams at 4-3 and 3-4. One of those being Dordt at 4-3. A win here, pretty important. Set goes right side, and putting it down is Carpenter. Carpenter makes it 22-17. 22-17. Defenders by 5 after the kill by Carpenter. And for Carpenter, that was her first today. Taken by Beckering. Outside it goes. Sparts. Sparts hits it long and out of bounds. No touch at the net. And Doane back to within 4 at 22-18. Said earlier today in the football game, there's a big difference between coming close and winning. And let's see if the defenders can hold on here in set number 1, get a win. Establish things early. Doane on the attack. Set goes to Wood. Wood unable to put it away. Beckering there to pick it up. Comes back right side over to Doctor. Doctor unable to put it down. Back to Wood. Wood power tip covered by Doctor. Gets it back over to MacArthur. Outside to Sparts. Sparts stumbles and falls backwards. Now Doane attacking left side. Wood. Wood with the kill. Natalie Wood with another kill. And the Dordt defenders lead 22-19. But Doane has cut a 6-point lead in half. Natalie Wood with service, and her serve down the line. Taken by Beckering. Gets it back right side. On the slide is Carlson, unable to put it down. Painter picks it up. Outside it goes Sluka. Sluka from the right-hand side, unable to put it away. Sparks power swipe down the line, kill. 23-19 the score. Dordt with a 4-point lead. Beckering will check out of the match. Checking back in is Aiden Den Herder. And serving will be Kelly MacArthur. MacArthur serve short, taken by Doane. Doane kept it alive, pushed too close to the net. Myra Carlson is there to push it down. And the defenders lead 24-19, and the defenders now serving for the win in set number 1. 24-19, Dordt by 5. Serving will be Kelly MacArthur. MacArthur serve short, controlled by Doane, pushed over the net, and they survive set point that time. Hillary Hupp with the kill. It's 24-20. So Hillary Hupp with her first kill of the night. Dordt leading 24-20. Dordt on set point. Serve, taken by Viss to Jackson. Right side, Sparts. Sparts banks it off the block and down. And the Dordt defenders win set 1, 25-20. 25-20, Dordt takes set 1 in this best-of-5 match. Let's take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back with set number 2 and a look around the conference right after this.
This broadcast brought to you by Huber's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning of Orange City. Whether you're looking for repairs, replacement, or maintenance for your air conditioning or heating system, Huber's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning of Orange City will exceed your expectation.
The Greenhouse, located in Hall, Iowa, bringing you amazing coffee, energy drinks, breakfast, lunch, and so much more. A big city feel, only 10 minutes away from Sioux Center, with a second location opening soon in Sanborn.
Welcome to Sioux Center, Iowa, life in the center of everything. Where we connect with friends, coworkers, family, and the great outdoors, knowing that in Sioux Center, you're never far from making the next great memory. And we grow great companies that make cutting-edge breakthroughs to make life better here and around the world. And when it's time to play, we keep friendship, family, and a bright future at the center of everything.
See Proactive Physical Therapy and Sports Rehab when the aches and pains won't go away. Visit proactivephysicaltherapy.net when you want to get back to the activities you love.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Ployne Publishing, quality printing from design to delivery. Today's broadcast brought to you by 712 Realty, a team of realtors in Northwest Iowa with the drive, care, and results you need to buy or sell your home. Visit them online, 712realty.com, leading you home. Today's broadcast brought to you by Volink Enterprises Incorporated, building homes for families and businesses in Northwest Iowa since 1962. Let's work together to bring your vision into reality. Volink Enterprises Incorporated.
And today's live stream broadcast brought to you by Verhoof Automotive. Verhoof Automotive in Sioux Center is your local Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, and Buick dealer. Verhoof Automotive, worth the drive from anywhere.
We head to set number 2 with our score 1-0, Dordt in front. Dordt winning set 1, 25-20. The defenders 14 kills, 6 errors, 40 total attacks, a 200 kill efficiency. for the Doane Tigers, 13-8 and 39, a 128 kill efficiency. The defenders with 5 points off of blocks, Doane with 1. Dordt was led by Terrence Sparks with 5 kills, Haley Caparis and Ellie Doctor with 3 each. For the Tigers, Roseland had 4 kills. The defenders, 5 assists from Carly Jackson. Around the conference in volleyball play today, Waldorf upsets Midland 3-2. Midland falls to 6-2 in the conference. Waldorf improves to 3-5. Concordia 3-1 winner over Dakota Wesleyan. Concordia now 7-1. Dakota Wesleyan 3-5. Morningside a 3-0 win over the College of St. Mary. Morningside now 5-3. College of St. Mary slides to 3-5. And Mount Marty, a winner by sweep. They are now 4-4. Briarcliff falls to 0-8. Ellie Doctor attacking left side, gets blocked on the play. 1-0. Doane in front. And the Doane Tigers with service. One other match still being played. That is Hastings and Northwestern in Orange City. They were in set 1 at last check. Service long and out of bounds. Point defenders. It's 1-1. Serving for the defenders is Maddie Viss, controlled by the Tigers. Tigers attacking outside. Dug by Doof, kept it alive. Now Carly Jackson picks it up off the second contact, pushed over the net by Ellie Doctor. Doane attacking again, set left side over the block. Saved by the defenders on the attack by Schumacher. Caparis with the swing, passed over the net by Doane. Broken play, here come the defenders. Doctor with a tip and the kill. So the defenders getting the kill. 2-1 our score. Viss down the line, controlled by the Tigers. Tigers attack outside, pushed over the net, saved by Viss. Now pushed again and right in front of Doof. Doof unable to get to it. Ball drops to the floor. Point Doane. Doane ties it 2-2. 2-2 the score. Serving for the Tigers will be Perolek. Perolek serving with her team, tied 2-2. Serve catches the tape, rolls over. Doctor gets to it, comes back right side. Den Herder into the net. Point Doane. Doane leads 3-2. So the Doane Tigers regain the lead at 3-2. Two teams were even early in set number 1 through the midpoint, and then Dordt little push to pull away. Caparis into the net, 4-2. So the defenders unable to cash in on the attack by Haley Caparis. Defenders trailing 4-2. Doctor, Jackson. Jackson comes back to Den Herder. Den Herder unable to put it down. Here comes Doane. Doane. Sluka with a kill. It's 5-2. Well, Doane got out to a 4-2 lead in set number 1. Dordt was able to rally and took the lead back with a 5-point run. Then it was back and forth for a long time. And the serve catches the tape and rolls over. So an ace serve by Perolek. And the Doane Tigers lead at 6-2. Checking into the contest will be Jillian Fisher. So Fisher is in and Herder is out. And the serve is long and out of bounds. Point defenders. Dordt trails 6-3. Beckering will check into the match. Checking into the match as well is Kelly MacArthur. And Beckering with serve. The right-hander serve from the left-hand side of the service area. Doane attacking. Pushed over the net by Schumacher. Dordt attacking, comes back to Caparis. Caparis with the kill at 6-4. Caparis with 4 kills. And the Dordt defenders trail 6-4. And the serve is controlled by Doane. Doane attacking outside. Unable to put it down. Doane attacking again. Schumacher pushed over the net. Saved by Doof. Gets it to MacArthur. Outside it goes Doctor. Doctor tools it over the block for the kill. It's 6-5. Defenders down a point. And serve is short, nearly an ace. Doane keeps it alive though. Zire sends it over. The free ball by the libero comes back to Caparis, unable to put it down. Viss back to MacArthur, unable to put it away as Caparis. Here comes Doane again. Sluka off the block, saved by Viss to MacArthur. Outside it comes to Doctor. Doctor wide and out of bounds. Point Doane. Doane gets the point on the attack error. It's 7-5. So 7-5, defenders down 2. And the serve is taken by Viss. Gets it over to Jackson. Set to the right side, Caparis. Caparis hits it long and out of bounds. Point Doane. Doane 8-5. Doane with the early lead. Dordt won set 1, 25-20. And the serve taken middle back by Viss. Gets it over to Jackson. Outside it goes Doctor. Doctor banks it off the block for the kill. Dordt trails 8-6. For Doctor, that's her 6th kill today. In women's soccer earlier today, Dordt beat Doane 3-0. Men's soccer halftime, it's 2-2. Hastings beat Northwestern in GPAC play in set number 1 volleyball. 25-20. They're into set number 2 as well now. The Dordt defenders put a block up. Kelly MacArthur makes it 8-7. Defenders down a point. Ellie Doctor has serve. And an ace serve for Doctor, her 2nd of the match. And the Dordt defenders tied up at 8-all. 8-8. Ellie Doctor, the junior from Sioux Center. Now we'll have a new player checking in. Harper Case will check in for Doane. Case is from Lincoln, Nebraska. And serving is Doctor. Doctor, low hard serve. Doane attacking, hitting it long and out of bounds. Was there a touch at the net? There was not. Point Dordt. Dordt leads 9-8, so the defenders with a 4-point run. 9-8, defenders by a point. Serving will be Ellie Doctor. So Doctor serves into the net. Now we're tied at 9-9. 9-9 the score. And Schumacher with service. Schumacher waiting to be beckoned by the R1. John Becker. And the serve is down the line taken by the defenders and Doctor. Doctor, they get it over to Sparts eventually, and Sparts finishes with the kill. It's 10-9. For Sparts, her 6th kill. She and Doctor each with 6. Caparis has 4. Serving for the defenders will be Haley Wheelinga. And Wheelinga, short serve, controlled by the Tigers and Roseland. Set goes outside, and down the line for the kill is Wood. Wood makes it 10-10. So 10-10, serving for Doane will be Mackenzie Painter. And Painter's serve taken by Beckering, gets it back over to MacArthur. MacArthur tries to dump it, saved by Doane, pushed over the nets, picked up by Sparts. Back to MacArthur, comes back over to Sparts. Sparts with a swing on the kill. 11-10, defenders by a point, closely contested, set number 2. Serving for the defenders will be MacArthur. So Kelly MacArthur, the senior from the Twin Cities, Her jump serve controlled by Doane. Tigers attack, and they try to dump it, and a missed contact by the setter, Carpenter. And then trying to push it over was Doane attacker, unable to get anything out of it, and the Dordt defenders lead at 12-10 on the attack error. MacArthur serving, and MacArthur's serve is short. Doane scrambles to it, unable to put it down. The attack by Wood, and we have a prolonged contact called on the Tigers, and the Dordt lead is 13-10. 13-10 defenders. And the short serve controlled by Doane. Doane pushed over the net, saved by the defenders. Comes back right side, and Den Herder. Den Herder with a kill. It's 14-10. Aiden Den Herder with the kill, and the defenders regain a 4-point lead. Let's see if they can stretch this out just a little bit. MacArthur's jump serve controlled by the Tigers. Tigers attacking, pushed to the outside, and a kill by Natalie Wood. Wood with the kill makes it 14-11. Camden Carpenter is in the service area for the Tigers, so the Dordt defenders receiving, middle back, this is Viss. Comes back to Carlson. Carlson unable to put it down. Set goes back over to Wood. Wood unable to put it down. Now pushed over by Den Herder, and Den Herder gets called for the double contact. It's 14-12. So an attack error by Aiden Den Herder. Point Tigers. Dordt leads 14-12, but the Tigers pressing. I believe this is Carpenter serving, and Carpenter's serve controlled by Doctor. Back to Jackson, right side Sparts. Sparts with a swing, dug by Doane. Doane attacking, off high hand, saved by Jackson. Kept alive Viss, gets it back over to Den Herder down the line, covered by Zaire. Zaire unable, well, she got it up to the net, and the attacker is wide and out of bounds, and the defenders lead 15-12. The attack error by the Tigers, that's their 13th attack error today, 17 total kills, so they're hovering around 0 for their kill efficiency, and Taryn Spart serves into the net. It's 15-13. The defenders, 21 kills, 12 errors, 62 total swings, around 145 for their kill efficiency. That's the third service error by the defenders today. Jackson gets it back, middle. Carlson unable to put it down. Dordt attacking again, pushed over by Jackson. Now the power tip attempted by Schumacher. Doane will reload after the block. They get it to Sluka. Sluka blocked at the net by Carlson. Point defenders at 16-13. 16-13 defenders, and we've got a timeout on the floor. Timeout charged to the Doane Tigers. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in a minute.
Farmers Mutual, protecting the farm and home since 1891. Northwest Iowa's local insurance partner. Online at germanfarmers.com.
NewTek is your partner for success when purchasing equipment for construction, manufacturing, agriculture, and other industries. Don't miss the opportunity to transform your business and redefine your productivity standards with NewTek. Today's broadcast brought to you by 712 Nutrition. Transform your health and wellness with 712 Nutrition. Stop in today for healthy, delicious protein shakes bundled with a supportive community. Start feeling your best today.
After the timeout, Dordt with a 16-13 lead, and serving will be Maddie Viss. So the Tigers wanted to talk something over before things got out of hand. And the serve is long and out of bounds by Maddie Viss. So the timeout breaks Dordt's serve. And Perolik will serve with her team trailing 16-14. Serve taken by Doof, gets it over to Jackson, shoots it out long to Doctor. Doctor with a kill. It's 17-14. So Doctor comes back with a kill. And Beckering serving for the defenders, catches the tape, rolls over. Here come the Tigers. Tigers attacking and hitting it long and out of bounds. The attack by Schumacher, and the defender lead is 18-14. 18-14. Serving is Beckering. Beckering serve controlled by Perolik. Pushed over the net. This to MacArthur. Quick attack. Caparis unable to put it down. Here comes Doane again. Pushed over the net. Saved by Biss. Gets it to MacArthur. Back outside it goes to Doctor. Doctor with a swing. Unable to put it down though. Here comes Doane, and Doane attacking into the net. Roseland point defenders. It's 19-14. (19-14). Defenders by 5, leading in the match 1-0. Beckering serve taken by Doane. That's Perolik. And a swing and a kill for Schumacher. Schumacher makes it 19-15. So the Tigers keeping it relatively close. This is the only meeting between these two teams. The matches against those single-time opponents, so important, especially when you get down to the end of the year and tiebreakers come into play. Serve in front of Amy Doof, drops in for an ace serve. Doof unable to get to it. Right in that soft spot, right behind the 10-foot line. And the Tigers with service. Floater taken by Doof to Jackson, pushed it over the net. Comes back to Doane. Doane attacking, pushed to the back corner, saved by Doof. Gets it over to Jackson. Outside it goes to Doctor. Doctor has to make something out of it, sends it over. Doane on the attack, covered by Beckering. Goes back to Caparis. Caparis bangs it off the block for the kill. It's 20-16. Haley Caparis with the kill, and for the defenders, having Caparis back has given them another option as they try to put their rotation back together after the season-ending injury to Ellie Wegg. Ellie Doctor, short serve. Doane scrambles to it. Send up towards the net. Over the box. Saved by Biss. Gets it back to MacArthur. Comes back to Doctor. Doctor with a swing up into the rafters and a kill for the defenders. Dordt leads 21-16. That one drops to the floor off of the rounded roof here at the DeWitt Gym. Serving will be Ellie Doctor. And Doctor served to the sideline, controlled. Tigers, right-hand side. Saved middle back by Beckering on the attack by Roseland. Dordt on the attack, Sparts. Sparts unable to put it down. Set comes back, and Caparis unable to close it with MacArthur. And the defenders surrender the point at 21-17. Men's soccer, Phil Appelt has scored 2 goals, and the defenders now lead at 4-2 over the Doane Tigers with about 30 minutes remaining. Beckering's pass. Dordt unable to do anything with it, but Doane pushes it right back. Doane joust at the net, one out by Sparts, now pushed back corner. Beckering takes it to MacArthur, comes back to Caparis, didn't get on top of that one. And the attack goes long and out of bounds. Back-to-back points for the Tigers. Dordt leads 21-18, but the Tigers trying to gather some momentum. Schumacher with service. Schumacher serve. And Beckering's unable to handle it cleanly, and that'll go as an ace serve. Dordt's going to use a timeout. Timeout on the floor. Dordt leading by a deuce, 21-19. Let's take a 1-minute break. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in a minute. Dordt on serve receive after the timeout. They go to Doctor from behind the spike line, and Doctor with a kill. Ellie Doctor comes through, delivers with a kill on the attack to the back to behind the spike line. And the Dordt defenders lead 22-19. Wheelinga has service. Wheelinga serve, cross court taken by the Tigers and Perolek. Saved by the defenders, and Doctor goes back outside to Sparts. Sparts tools it off the block for the kill. Dordt leads 23-19. And the Doane Tigers, they have a timeout remaining. Will they use one here? 23-19, they trail by 4. Wheelinga serve controlled by the Tigers. Tigers attack, pushed over the net. And a kill for Natalie Wood. Wood makes it 23-20. Checking into the match is Painter. Well, Haley Wheelinga, her play has been limited today. Haven't been able to string any points together with her in the service area. She's the service specialist. Serves for the libero on that one time. Back it goes Carlson. Carlson unable to put it away. Doane attacking. Might have been a double. No call made. Comes back over to Caparis. Sparts. Sparts with a swing. Keeping it alive, MacArthur. Pushed over the net by Doctor. Saved by Doane. Doane attacking and hitting it long and out of bounds is Natalie Wood. So the defenders back to set point now. Trying to take a 2-0 lead. And the Doane Tigers receiving serve from MacArthur. MacArthur serve controlled. Here comes Doane. Doane attacking through the blocks. Saved by the Tigers again. This is Zire. And going cross court, hitting it wide and out of bounds is Wood. And the Dordt defenders win set 2, 25-20. Dordt with a 2-0 lead in the best of 5 match. Let's take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back with more from the DeWitt Gym, set number 3, right after this.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Snyder Insurance and Financial Group of Sioux Center, offering life, health, Medicare supplements, annuities, and more. Trusted service and exceptional products with you in mind since 1973. Looking for top-notch rental equipment for your next project? Look no further than Rental, located in Sioux Center, Spencer, Storm Lake, and Sioux Falls. Rental, your regional equipment rental experts. Visit them online, rental.com, or call 712-722-3928.
Hi, this is Alex with Outdoor Elements. We've been the region's premier landscape company for over 15 years. With our own in-house landscape designer, we create extraordinary outdoor spaces where you will make memories with family and friends. We do all types of landscaping, and we're the region's only certified pool professionals. We specialize in saltwater pools, which are easy to maintain and gentle on your skin. Check out our website at OutdoorElementsInc.com. We make your landscape as beautiful as your home. When you want the best, contact us at 712-476-5299 or email us at info@OutdoorElementsInc.com.
NewTek is your partner for success when purchasing equipment for construction, manufacturing, agriculture, and other industries. Don't miss the opportunity to transform your business and redefine your productivity standards with NewTek. This broadcast brought to you by the Ullman Funeral Homes. Chad Ullman, Lori Ewell, and Taylor Van Witchell providing professional attention to every detail. Today's broadcast brought to you by M&H True Value of Rock Valley. Behind every project is True Value. Start right. Start here. Today's broadcast brought to you by the Van Engelen-Hoven Agency, your trusted independent insurance agency in Northwest Iowa. Contact the Van Engelen-Hoven Agency, Sioux Center Advisors, Mark Hulsoff, Lisa Dykstra, or Kyle Blankers. Today's broadcast brought to you by Cruz & Cruz, PC, certified public accountants. Offices in Sioux Center and Lamar's. Helping you attain your financial goals is their commitment. Today's broadcast brought to you by Joyner and Dordt Dentistry, providing implants, dentures, and dental care for your whole family in a modern and friendly atmosphere.
The Dordt defenders with a pair of 25-20 wins to take a 2-0 lead in this best of 5 match. Let's take a look at the numbers so far. Dordt 26 kills, 13 errors, a 167 kill efficiency. Doane 20 and 18 and 025 kill efficiency. The defenders and Tigers each with 4 service errors today. Dordt with 7 points off of blocks. Doane with 2. Dordt is led by Ellie Doctor with 9 kills. Terrence Sparks has 8. 5 for Haley Caparis. MacArthur has 11 assists. Jackson has 9. Maddie Viss has 8 digs. For the Tigers so far, Wood has 6 kills and 4 kills for Roseland and Sluka. Sluka got 3 of those very early, and she's been held in check since. Over in Orange City, Hastings leads Northwestern 2019 in set number 2. That is the only other volleyball match going on right now. Serve to the back line by MacArthur is long and out of bounds. Point Doane, and the Doane Tigers take a 1-0 lead on the service error, Dort's 5th of the day. Earlier today in football action, the Defender men getting a 38-3 win. Dordt gets a point back. We're tied at 1-1. Midland beat Waldorf in football play 28-14. Dakota Wesleyan over Hastings 31-10. And Concordia upended Northwestern 29-17. Doane on the attack to Sluka. Sluka dug by Sparks. Gets it over to Jackson. We're tied 1-1. Off high hands and the kill for Doctor. Doctor makes it 2-1 Defenders. Serving will be Terrence Sparks. So Sparks with service. And Terrence Sparks lines it up and sends it over. Controlled by the Tigers. Tigers attacking outside and tooling it off the block for the kill is Schumacher, tying it at 2-2. And checking in for the Tigers will be Perolek. And her serve is into the net. Point Defenders. Dordt leads 3-2. Our volleyball match not quite an hour old. We've played this one in pretty snappy fashion so far. Well, the stands, if you're watching online, a little bit more barren than normal. We're on fall break, or Heartland break, if you will. Hosted a teacher's in-service over the last couple of days, so the students get a couple of days off here at the beginning of October. Pass too close to the net, and the setter Carpenter gets tangled up in the twine. It's 4-2. Over in Orange City, Hastings now leads Northwestern 23-20 in that GPAC volleyball match, set number 2. Maddie Viss serves down the line, taken by the Tigers. Tigers attacking outside, block put up by the Defenders and closed by Den Herder and Caparis. And the Defenders lead at 5-2. 5-2, Maddie Viss with serve. And Maddie Viss, her short serve controlled by the Tigers. Tigers attacking, Sluka. Sluka over the block. Viss tries to pick it up, sends it into the net. Jackson unable to pick it out cleanly. And the Doane Tigers trail 5-3. Tigers have service, but they're down. Chloe Roser serving, and Chloe Roser serve taken by Doctor. Doctor now on the combo play comes from behind the attacker and puts it away. Ellie Doctor with another kill. She makes it 6-3. (6-3) Defenders. After the kill by Doctor. For Doctor, that's her 10th kill, leading all players. And the service error bug has bitten the Defenders here recently. That is their 8th service error. As Kylie Beckering sends that one into the net. You can handle it if you're nibbling at the edges, trying to get it on the sideline, that kind of stuff. Serve it into the net like Doane's Caden Schumacher just did, and you make it pretty easy for the opponent. Doof checks out, checking in is Sparks. Serving for the Defenders will be Doctor. So Ellie Doctor, the junior from Sioux Center. Her short serve controlled by Doane. Doane attacking right side power tip and hitting it long and out of bounds is Kate Roseland. Dordt leads 8-4. Curious how long Doane will let it ride. Serve is controlled, no. An ace serve for Doctor, her third of the match. Dordt leads 9-4. 9-4, defenders by 5. And Ellie Doctor, her serve down the line is wide and out of bounds as it caught the tape. Tried to get it to roll over and ends up wide and out of play. Point Doane, it's 9-5. So the defenders now with 3 service aces, all of them by Ellie Doctor. Doctor also with 6 digs, so she's had a busy day today. Serve taken by Doctor, gets it back to MacArthur. MacArthur, middle to Caparis. Caparis with the kill, it's 10-5. Well, you'd like to play the ifs game, but you can't do that in athletics. But boy, this team just seemed to be finding its stride with a win over Dakota Wesleyan a week and a half ago. But that's also when they lost Ellie Wegg. And with Ellie Wegg, I think this team really could have made some noise over the last half of the season. Now the season not over yet by any means, but their margin for error is much more narrow. That roll shot by the defenders makes it 11-5, and the defenders leading by 6, forcing Doane to use a timeout. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in a minute.
This is Jennifer Jansen at Epic Realty. At Epic Realty, we take pride in providing professional real estate services with integrity and expertise. Give us a call or stop by our Sioux Center office and visit our website at epichomerealty.com.
Premier Bank is proud to support Dordt University. Visit epremierbank.com for locations and more information. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Doane attacking out of the timeout, and Hillary Hupp with the kill. It's 11-6. So the defenders leading by 5. And serve on the way for Camden Carpenter. Carpenter serves it into the net, and the Dordt defenders get the point back on the service error. Checking in to serve for the defenders will be Freeland. So Freeland with service. And her jump serve taken by the Tigers and Zaire. And a kill by Natalie Wood. Wood makes it 12-7 with that kill. Serving will be Zaire again with her team down by 5. Taken by Doctor to Freeland. Right side it goes. Sparts into the block. Point Tigers. It's 12-8. So 12-8. And Zaire continuing with serve with her team down by 4. Freeland pushes it outside. Den Herder off high hands, unable to put it away. Doane attacking, Doane attacking, and the block put up by the defenders, and it looked like it was on the sideline, but the R1 overruling and saying it was out of bounds. It's 12-9. 12-9 our score. Den Herder has to take that one. Bump set up towards the net. And with the kill is Taryn Sparts, and that stops the run at 13-9.
13-9, defenders by 4. And Terrence Spart's serve, controlled by Doane. Doane attacking. Unable to put it away. Sparts picks it up, comes back right side to Herder. Herder rolls it over the block. Painter picks it up, comes back to Sluka. Sluka unable to put it away. Freeland pushes it outside Doctor. Doctor on the attack, unable to put it away. Doane attacking. Doane pushed over the block. Doctor to Freeland. Freeland right side to Herder. Herder off high hands. No. They say that it was not touched at the net. Point Doane, 13-10. Defenders by 3. Doane still serving. And Perolik serve short, taken by Doof. Gets it to Freeland. Comes back Carlson. Carlson on the quick attack and the kill. And Maddie Viss serving with her team up by 4, leading in the match 2-0. Doane on the attack. Set goes outside off high hands. Doane has to keep it in play. Now Herder tries to push it down. Here comes Doane again. Sluka off of the high hands and the kill. So Sluka with the kill. And the Dordt defender lead is 14-11. The defenders trying to hold on and get a sweep win. Would love to put an end to this one in 3 if you're Dordt. Here's Freeland. Freeland to Kaparis. Kaparis with the kill. It's 15-11. So Dordt up 15-11. For Kaparis, that's her 7th kill. Dordt hitting 198 as a team. For the Tigers, things have gotten more challenging. They're hitting 042. Controlled by Perolik. Set goes outside off high hands, and a kill for the Tigers and Schumacher. Schumacher brings it back to 15-12. 15-12, Schumacher has service with her team down by 3, so the defenders win the race to 15. Schumacher will line it up, sends it over, short, controlled. Here's Jackson outside to Doctor. Doctor with a kill. Doctor with the kill at 16-12, and for Ellie Doctor, that's her 12th kill today. Outside attacker getting a 346 kill efficiency today. She had a nice kill efficiency last night as well. Unfortunately, that came at a loss. Set goes outside, and banging it off the block for the kill is Natalie Wood. And Doane refusing to fade at 16-13. 16-13, Mackenzie Painter serving. And Painter, low hard serve taken by Doctor, gets it to MacArthur. MacArthur dump shot kill, 17-13. For Kelly MacArthur, that's her first kill tonight in 2 attacks. She also has 13 assists today. Dordt trying to win their 5th conference match. Trying to stay in the hunt for 4th place. Margin for error pretty thin. Haley Wheeling with an ace serve makes it 18-13, and Doane's going to use a timeout. Timeout on the floor, charged to the Tigers. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in a minute.
Today's Dordt Media Network live stream broadcast is produced by the students of Dordt University. Thanks for watching. Today's Dordt Media Network live stream broadcast
The defenders extending an 18-13 lead, forcing a timeout by the Tigers. Tigers using both timeouts here in set number 3. And serving for the defenders will be Haley Wheelinga. The defenders trying to close this one out and head home, or I should say, and take their 5th win of the conference season. Passed over the net by the Tigers. Taken by Doctor, gets it to MacArthur outside Sparts. Sparts roll shot, kept alive by Doane. Doane, and unable to get a clean attack out of it. Natalie Wood into the net, point defenders. It's 19-13 on the attack error. Well, it looks like the Dordt team's in position to get wins across the board today. The day not over yet, though. Doane attacking Wood. Wood passes it over the net. Wheelinga keeps it alive. Passed over the net by Beckering. Here comes Doane attacking outside. And a cross-court shot and a kill for Natalie Wood. Wood makes it 19-14. What's coming up this week, you ask, in terms of home contests? The defender... Is anybody home? Well, we've got cross country at home on Saturday of next week. Helped over the net by MacArthur. MacArthur with a kill. She's got 2 kills. Another dump shot by the setter. Football team's on the road at Yankton on Friday. Soccer team is on the road on Wednesday. And then the women are at home on Saturday afternoon next week against the College of St. Mary. Serving is Freeland. Freeland serves it long and out of bounds. Point Tigers. Tigers trail 20-15. Probably would help if I didn't try to do all of this from memory in terms of scheduling. Here's the serve taken by Doctor. Doctor gets it to Freeland. Freeland with a bump set left side over to Sparts. Sparts with a swing, and it's up and over and out of bounds on the dig. Point defenders, it's 21-15. Taking a look at the schedule upcoming. Home contests. All that we've got looks like next week in terms of varsity play is home cross country on Saturday and women's soccer. Doane able to get a block. Dordt unable to cover it. It's 21-16. Next broadcast on KIHK will be next Friday night when the defenders play Mount Marty in football action. And serve into the net by the Tigers. It's 22-16. 22-16 serving. Maddie Biss. Dordt by 6, looking to close it out. And that'll go as an ace serve for Maddie Biss. Dordt now a point away from match point. 23-16 defenders. 5th ace serve of the night for the defenders. Sluka through the block. Taken by the defenders. Bump set Biss. Doctor tries to swipe it off of the blocker. And it goes out of bounds. Last touched by Dordt. Point Doane. It's 23-17. 23-17. Chloe Roser serving. And Roser, her serve down the line, taken by Doctor, gets it over to Freeland, right side, then Herder, unable to do anything with it. Here comes Doane. Doane attacking, pushed to the back corner and long and out of bounds by Kate Roseland. And the defenders are now at set point and match point. 24-17, the defenders trying to close it out. Freeland is out, MacArthur is in, and Beckering checks in to try to do the honors for the defenders. Defenders looking for their 11th win of the season. They'll be off until next Thursday when they go to Yankton, South Dakota to play the Lancers. That'll actually be our next KIHK broadcast. Kate Roseland with the kill on the 1-foot takeoff, making it 24-18. Carly Jackson back in. MacArthur is out. Dordt leading by half a dozen. Caden Schumacher serving. And Schumacher's serve is long and out of bounds, and that's your match. Dordt wins it 25-20, 25-20, and 25-18. The defenders are now 11-8 overall, 5-3 in the conference. Doane falls to 5-15 and 1-7. The Dordt defenders' next action will be Thursday night when they travel to Mount Marty to take on the Lancers. They'll be on the road a week from today as well, taking on the College of St. Mary Flames in Omaha, Nebraska. Let's take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back with the Wireless World post-match show right after this 2-minute timeout. You're listening to Dordt Volleyball on KIHK and watching on the Dordt Media Network. Back with more in 2 minutes.
Today's Dordt Media Network live stream broadcast is produced by the students of Dordt University. Thanks for watching.
Welcome back to the DeWitt Gym on the campus of Dordt University in Sioux Center, Iowa. The Dordt defenders come away with a 25-20, 25-20, 25-18 win. Set number 1 was tied all the way through 15 before the defenders went on a 7-0 run to take the lead at 21-15, and they ride that in for the win 25-20. Doane had it down to 22-19 with 4 out of 5 points. But that was as close as they would get. Doane led 6-2 in set number 2. Dordt pulled even at 8-8 as part of a 4-point run. The defenders extended the lead to 14-10. Doane would cut it to 14-12 and again 16-14. In the latter stages, Doane would get it back from a 5-point difference down to 3 at 21-19. But the defenders score 4 out of the last 5 points and win it 25-20. In set number 3, Dordt in control after a 3-point run, extended the lead from 6-4 up to 9-4. And the Tigers would never get closer than 3, the last time at 16-13. And the defenders win it by a final of 25-18. Final numbers for the Doane Tigers: 30 kills, 23 errors, 106 total attacks, and 066 kill efficiency. They also had 2 points off of blocks. For the Dordt defenders, 37 kills, 16 errors, 98 total attacks, and a 214 kill efficiency. The defenders scored 8 points off of blocks. Defenders had 5 ace serves, 9 service errors. The Tigers had 3 ace serves and 10 service errors. You're watching the Dordt Media Network, and we took an inadvertent radio break, so hopefully we will be getting back from that shortly. Just bringing up to speed on the Dordt Media Network, the Dordt Defenders over Doane in soccer play 4-2. So we will be rejoining shortly, and Coach Jackie Smith, I would imagine, will be making her way back up as we get back into the post-match show, the Wireless World post-match show. Individuals for the Defenders, 12 kills for Ellie Doctor, 11 kills for Taryn Sparts, 7 for Haley Caparis. And we also had 13 assists for Kelly MacArthur, 11 for Carly Jackson. 3 service aces by Ellie Doctor to go with 7 digs. Maddie Viss had 9 digs along with Taryn Sparts. Defense at the net, Haley Caparis with 5 block assists. Aiden Denherter had 4 block assists. For the Doane Tigers, Schumacher had 6 kills and 5 for Sluka, 9 for Wood, and 5 for Roseland. 25-18. Defenders win set number 3 and improve this season to 11-8, 5-3 in the conference. Recapping the scores from around the conference then. We find Waldorf upsetting Midland today, 3-2. Concordia upends Dakota Wesleyan, 3-1. Morningside leads College of St. Mary 3-0. Mount Marty over Briarcliff 3-0. Dordt over Doane 3-0. And in Orange City, they're in set 3 with Hastings leading that 2-0. But Northwestern has the lead in set 3, 20-18. As we roll into the post-match show and continue with that, let's check in with Dordt volleyball player first, and then we'll get to Coach Jackie Smith. And taking a seat beside me is Kelly MacArthur. And Kelly, nice bounce-back win for your team after a loss last night to the Hastings Broncos. And when you lose a match like that on Friday night, does it take much to put it behind you and get ready for Saturday, or does that linger a little bit?
I think our team did a good job of just recognizing that it was a bad game. It was not a representation of our team by any means, and did a good job of just coming together and playing for each other and not lingering too much on the past.
Your team today, a 25-20 win, and it was back and forth throughout. As a setter, do you get a sense for the flow of the game? I mean, what is that? I guess what does it feel like to get the sense for the flow of a game?
It's just finding what hitters are hot and figuring out the holes on the other side. I love the strategy side of it, so I love being able to see the block and work on beating a block on the other team.
What drew you to Dordt University? You've got, it's not a direct line between Minneapolis and Sioux Center for you. Tell me a little bit about how you ended up at Dordt University.
Yeah, I actually went to school out in New York for 2 years at Niagara University, and played volleyball out there, but we played every Sunday, and I wanted a school that I didn't have to play on Sunday so I could go to church, and made the transfer decision. And then Jackie reached out to me, and it was just all kind of set from there. I wanted a team that had a good Christian culture and actually meant that they were playing for a bigger purpose instead of just having words on a page.
What are you studying at Dordt?
I'm a criminal justice major.
And what do you want to do when that's all done?
I would like to do federal investigations.
What does that look like? What does that path look like? How do you get there?
Yeah, so I interned with Homeland Security this past spring, which was really cool to be able to see that. And then post-graduation, it would be either starting locally and then going into more federal applications. But at some point, I'll go to an academy, I'm sure, for a little while and just see where I end up from there.
Will you be able to wrap things up by this May? What does that look like?
Yeah, I'll finish this spring.
Your thoughts on transferring? That's a big decision. I mean, you're committed for 2 years, and you're committed. You've put time in. Things are happening. You've got to pick up roots and make a big change. How has that? What goes into those adjustments and making that change?
Yeah, I think a big part of it is just your purpose for why you're transferring. I knew that the Lord was calling me elsewhere, and it was just kind of a leap of faith to trust Him and that He knew what He was doing, and I couldn't be happier with my decision. So
let's go get a couple wins on the road next week. I mean, the way things are shaken up, I mean, top 4 is not out of this realm of possibilities by any means. Got to win some matches, though, to do that. So let's go get one at Yankton and Omaha next week and then see what happens from there.
Yeah, it's the plan.
All right. Kelly MacArthur, thanks for coming up.
Thank you.
That's Kelly MacArthur. She is a senior setter from Minneapolis, Minnesota. And Jackie Smith will take a seat beside me as well. And I'm not going to talk volleyball right now. I'm going to say, I had someone ask me today, they're not familiar with Dordt as a whole. The person was wondering about the background, and I said, well, when we recruit at Dordt, part of it is you've got to get through a filter where you have to understand that the development of your faith and your person is a pretty important part. That's a pretty significant filter. I said, by and large, though, and they said, well, does that make it hard? And I said, well, it eliminates some players and some student athletes because it's just not, it probably won't be a great fit for them, and everyone will end up frustrated. But I said we end up with some pretty good kids in the process.
Yeah.
Kelly MacArthur took a chance 2 years ago, and she's going to graduate in May, and I kind of wish she had come here 4 years ago, but instead took her a little while to figure that out. But you end up being able to attract pretty decent kids, and if they can play volleyball at the same time, probably makes for a pretty fun experience as a coach, I would think.
Yeah, we say this a lot in the recruiting process. Dordt isn't for everybody, and our program isn't for everybody, and we want kids here that love Jesus and want to grow in their faith, and they want to be challenged in that. And it doesn't mean that they all have to have the same personality, but they have to be hungry to grow. And Kelly is an awesome example of that. I heard her say it, but I remember my first phone call with her sharing that that was one of the big reasons why she wanted to transfer. She wanted to go to church on Sunday. It wasn't about playing time or statistics or the coach or anything like that. It was because she wanted to grow in her faith, and I just knew immediately she's going to be an awesome leader in our program. It's a fun thing to be a part of, to see our women grow and change throughout their time here, and whether it's for 2 years or 4, we feel like we've got a really good product here in the way that we help them with that.
I asked her the question, how much does a loss linger on Friday night? 2 questions. Did it linger for you? And can it linger?
It certainly can linger. And I think probably for me it lingers a little bit longer than it does for them. Because I told them in the locker room last night after that one, that wasn't a super characteristic of our identity, but also sometimes when we lose, it's my fault. And if we're not well prepared or we're not well organized, and that's kind of what happened in one of our sets last night. So, some of those things I want them to be able to release and let go, and then I can learn from what I need to make our team better too. So, yeah, it lingered a little bit last night, but we the Lord's mercies are new in the morning, and we came back fresh and ready to go. The vibes were good for serve and pass, and I think everybody was really hungry to compete again.
You have a big week coming up, and more of those. You get Mount Marty, but you also play College of St. Mary. Those teams you only get one shot at is such a big deal, and this is a big week for your team.
Yeah. It's gonna be big. This week was big for us too, and so it was nice to see us get a little bit of a groove and a mojo with the way that we want to play and who we want to be on the court today. So yeah, we'll get them rested over the weekend and get ready to go against Mount Marty.
Without Ellie Wegg, how much shuffling and experimenting do you have to do now? Do you feel comfortable with where you're at, or are there some unknowns yet with 4 or 5 weeks left of the season?
Yeah, I mean, I think that there's always some things that as a coaching staff, like we are, maybe we should try this, or like what kind of tweak do we need to add? But we feel good about the lineup we have on the court right now, and it's kind of a matter of building some confidence and some growth and some connection. And those are the things we want to improve on, our strengths as much as we can, as opposed to like identifying more weaknesses, because you can kind of get in a snowball effect if you just keep looking at the things that we're bad at that we can get better at. And so we want to really focus on our strengths, and we feel good about those.
A wise man once told me, keep your strengths, and don't focus on your weaknesses too much. So I will take that advice, and hopefully that has something for you as well.
Yeah.
Thursday night, it'll be a little bit odd. See what happens down at Mount Marty, Yankton, South Dakota on Thursday evening. Thanks for coming up, and enjoy your Sunday tomorrow.
Thanks, Mike.
That's Jackie Smith, head volleyball coach of the Dordt Defenders, and that is going to do it for our broadcast, and that's going to wrap things up for a busy Saturday. I'd be remiss if I didn't recognize Dordt Media Network, the crew. Bang-up job all the way around. This has been a trying weekend because of Heartland break. We're short on bodies. Many people stepped forward and knocked it out of the park today, so we thank them for that. Matt Boss over at soccer as well basically can jump in and do almost anything, so really appreciate being able to work alongside him. And back at the Sioux County Radio Studios, Nathan Brook, hope it wasn't too long a day for you, and hopefully you can get out soon as well. So for all those